living the things that I had prayed for at one point. Because at one point, where I'm at started out as a prayer. Literally, and I can take y'all to my journal and show y'all the entries of where I specifically pray for specific things that I'm currently living in. Like, that's what all them songs be talking about. Like, all them bad days don't seem so bad when you get into your godly bag. Wow, I sound like I don't know who I sound like. The kids these days. It's great. It's great being able, like, when you get to this point in your phase where you know that it works and you know that doing it works. Hey, God. Where are we? Okay, I see what's going on. That would have been bad. So, like, if you know that your faith has been working for you, why would you not be excited? I mean, you wouldn't even be mad about things that happen because you already know. Like, the last time something, I hit a little trump and something. I hit a little stump and something. It was fine because I still had my faith going on. I still had my prayer going on. I was still, doing my devotion. I was still actively, putting into action the things that I'm learning. And I love learning. And to just to learn about the lifestyle that comes with following God, being godly, learning about the very spirit that created you, and then you get in tune with that spirit, and then you find out what exactly it was that spirit created you for, and now you can tap in and talk to this spirit and get messages from this spirit and get directions. Who wouldn't want that? Isn't that what life is now? We all have parents. We're all sons and daughters of somebody that literally gives us instructions, whether we listen or not. Maybe that could be the reason why some things are at a standstill, because we haven't learned the concept of learning or the concept of submission, like to our parents. How can we even submit? We don't submit to the people that God used to put us on this earth. How are you going to learn how to submit to anything in a relationship? Or if you're not practicing it in real life on your own without other humans to validate the fact that you do that, if you're just not actively doing it with God and it's working and you're seeing it work to the point where you're so invested that that's all you're motivated to do, and then you reap the harvest of that, of having that faith, so that when you do get to those bad days, you don't care. You know what I mean? It's not to say that you're going to change how you feel about it, change how your approach is to emotionally cope with a situation. But because you know that the faith that you've been having, because you have learned and you have read and made connections to, other perspectives from a closer period of time of like initial creation to being the product of that. The people that were there, they put this in a guide and you read it, and then they give you instruction. If you don't believe in God, I don't know how you even believe in that you exist. How else did anything get here? It's just something about learning that I have just fallen in love with recently, and I feel like that's the best revenge I can get from the life that I've been given, or the experience that I've been experiencing as of recently. I'll say that because my experience doesn't really define my whole entire life. It's just an experience within the life that I'm living, and that's fine. I've learned how to deal with that, and I feel like that's the ultimate goal in life, is to literally learn how to deal with how life comes at you when you do hit these moments where you're losing people, or your livelihood is being changed and altered, or like your way of thinking may be altered in a way that doesn't allow you to feel as if anything can change, because you're so stuck in your environment. It's so much about life and how to survive, and how you can you know, things that you can do. You can change the way you think in order to survive and thrive. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so much about learning. People think the Bible is just this book of rituals and this book of rules and restrictions. It's literally like 10 rules. You know what I mean? Basic decency, human decency type rules. But, you know, humans have found a way to just justify what it is that they want to do, because everybody wants to challenge a spirit that they just can't believe is greater than they are. Everybody wants to be greater than somebody, you know, and nobody's satisfied. And that's unfortunate. However, just start reading the Bible. Like, just try it out. Like, try having faith. Try being like God was. Well, the human version of God that came on earth. Try being like Jesus. Think about all the people in this world that are gifted, or that have information, or that can do things, or that have some God-giving power that they exercise on this earth. People still talk about them. People still got stuff to say about them. People are still murdering people, just like Jesus was murdered for being God himself. God has the human experience. We are the same age. The Jesus here, like, we are his peers. So why wouldn't we talk to him about what it was like to be on earth amongst people on earth? You know what I mean? So why wouldn't we listen to this person? Why wouldn't we listen to this guy, this spirit that had the experience as the spirit that created everything, and also had the experience as the human on the other side of his own creation? He was already existing, and then he came as a human to exist, to prove how good God is. But everybody just judged him by how he looked. He looked like a human. He didn't look like this superior power. So of course everybody questioned it. And imagine how you would feel knowing that the people that you created don't even appreciate the bulk of everything else that you created. You would be upset. You would wipe it out with water too. You would set it on fire too. You would try to filter out all the bad people too with plagues and all that. But it's a perspective. You know what I mean? It challenges your mind. And me and my mind, we besties. And I like to feed her, and I like to, you know, invite her out to get some information sometimes, or all the time. I like to read to her. I like to fill her up so she can pour out some sense. But anyway, I just wanted to do that. I just wanted to share that for some odd reason. I don't know, but I feel like it was needed. And I don't know, I feel like it was for me, but you never know. You know, who may stumble across something and is just intrigued or engaged just off the strength, or whatever. Maybe God led you to this video. You know. Well, hopefully we can chop it up later. You know, if you're free, you know, hit me up on here. Yeah, we can talk about some more stuff if you want to. You know, I mean, I'm down to chit chat. I got like a couple minutes a day. You know what I mean? If you want to chop it up, if you want to like FaceTime like how we doing right now, that's cool. That's cool. I don't mind doing that. Just hit me up on here though. Hit me up on here. You know, let me know that you're here, and then we can go and chop it up from there. Like, let me know what you want to talk about, because listen,